Todibo unsettled at knees because he wants to come and play for Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. We are talking Todibo and how United are planning to bring him at the club of Manchester United. It's been really a while ever since I brought you the first video of the day about Sofyan Amrabat. Here I come to bring you about, but is it Ryan Bertrand? What's his name? Ryan Bertrand, one of the players that is a free agent, and straight news is linking him to Man United. Erik ten Hag talking about Elanga's return to Old Trafford to play against us, and so many other stories that are really headlining today before we play that fixture of Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. Let's say close to 100 likes. Sorry, 300 likes much of this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And we thank God for the gift of life. More viewers than subscribers. Barak Laufiko. Now, Nis Martin has told us that Jean-Clair Todibo is unsettled at Nice due to Manchester United's interest in him. He has to be unsettled because at his age, you just know that United are going to hate to miss out on their two first choice signings. That is Kim Min-jae and Disasi, and if at all they cannot get you this season, that means, sorry, this pre-season, if at all they cannot get you this summer, that means next summer Ten Hag will go in for a top quality center back. And Todibo is top quality, but he's playing in for Nice and is really promising. So he is really unsettled because Man United is interested in him, and the player wants to move from the side of Nice to come and play for Manchester United. So a lot of things need to happen to it that everything really comes to pass and Todibo joins Manchester United. But he's a very good player, and he's in the Nice lineup that really played in the previous two games we're going to have to play this season. That is Todibo, and his coach is really trying to obviously find means of obviously covering it up that the player wants to stay, but the player is obviously unsettled. It's normal for players of that age to be unsettled, especially when a team like Man United comes in for you, because he's in the spotlight and everyone is really looking at himself to it that he comes into this club. But Jack Talbot has gone ahead to throw in more information about Todibo, that Man United continue to see JeanClair Todibo as the leading target before the end of the transfer window, but no more for the defender is close. Any deal for Todibo is dependent on United selling players. I would like to rectify something here for you. Top target as far as the right-sided centre back is really concerned, not the top target for Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag's priority target is obviously Sofyan Amrabat. That is it, because he saw to it that even if he's having that midfield, even if he's having those defenders, the midfield really looks like it's lacking one player, and that is Sofyan Amrabat in it. So that's why he is the close target, he is the number one target for the entire remaining weeks of the summer transfer window. But when we are talking about the right-sided central defender, the priority target is now Todibo, who United are really trying to move for, and the player is unsettled at Nice and he can't wait to play in for Manchester United. Then he continued and said Jack Todibo, so JeanClair Todibo, would cost United around £35 million. He's open to a move and personal terms will not be a problem, but United need to sell Harry Maguire to make the deal possible. That is it. So he's coming in through depends on to the sale of Harry Maguire. And we just know that we've just gone ahead to miss out on a player called Pavard because United just couldn't see Harry Maguire move on. United had gone ahead to upgrade deal with West Ham. Harry Maguire said no to that deal, something that went ahead to obviously surprise most of us, that a player like Harry Maguire, how can he obviously be so rebelliant to the club of Manchester United? Yet the manager has shown him that's not going to get enough playing time. what does he think he is? And the moment he sees that he's not going to be playing these games, then he'll get to know that Ten Hag is serious about him, and he might make the decision to leave the club very late. If I'm Harry Maguire, I would have gone ahead to join the side of West Ham and really play my game of football there. But because he's on a high wage of £200,000 a week, he called in for a £15 million compensation for his contract. And for United, they're really looking at it as something hard. But if I'm United, why don't I sell Harry Maguire? I tell West Ham, get me £20 million, and he used the 10 that would have gone ahead to make it 30 to really get his salaries off. That is it. So the incompetency at Man United always continues to obviously get us off to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. So let's leave Todibo there and let's go to Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay. Obviously, Jack Talbot has confirmed to us that Man United are still open to the sales of Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire before the deadline. Erik ten Hag is pushing for Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay to leave so he can bring in his targets. McTominay is more likely to leave. Now, McTominay, it's easy for him to leave the club of Man United because he's earning close to £140,000 a week, and the team can offer him that amount of money. That is it, because he's still young, 26 years of age. He has that drive and can obviously move to where he wants to be, and he still wants to play regularly. Harry Maguire looks like he's willing to sacrifice his career, not to be played, to be dropped by the manager of Manchester United, and not play part into the season of this club by being out of the club like squad and earning his money per week. That is a very stupid mind, and that's why I think we got it right to not make him the captain of United anymore. Because if you're captain of Man United, you must be having the urge to play the game of football, right? But because his mind is not right, that's why he thinks that staying at Man United, not playing the game of football and earning money is okay for him. So it shows you that his thoughts are really limited, and he cannot obviously take us to where we deserve to be. And for Scott McTominay, I know he'll obviously want to leave because he's lacking what we call enough playing time at the club of Manchester United. But for Scott McTominay, the bit of it is that teams are there to sign him, £30 million, get them in, and obviously sign a player called Sofyan Amrabat. Because the £15 million that United are really wanting can be gotten if at all we win a league, we win a Champions League. And we know that we cannot win a league. We're not having players like Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire. Accept the loss and get in players that are really going to implement the style of play of the manager. That is Erik ten Hag. That's what the board is supposed to be doing. And that shows you that we are having people who are really incompetent at their job. Why do you keep a player that the manager is not wanting, to cost us trophies? Yet, if at all you sell off the player like Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay and you get in £60 million, you'll get Sofyan Amrabat for £21 million, Todibo for 35, and you have a balance of like £15 million to obviously even spend. It will be like, £15 million for you to even pocket, and maybe prepare for the January transfer window. That is it. Hence, giving Erik ten Hag the squad he wants to compete for the Champions League, and the Premier League. But the more you keep Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay around the club of Man United, the more you are reducing the chances of us winning. That means the hands of Erik ten Hag are tied because you are not allowing him to operate freely by not getting him the players that he wants. So I think we are going to see some good movement at Man United. Some players are coming in and others are really leaving very, very soon. One of the transfers that is going to hit to shock many people is this player that was at Chelsea and Leicester City. He goes by names of Ryan Bertrand. Manchester United are considering signing a free agent, Ryan Bertrand. I don't believe in this story because even the source is really fishy. One, Ten Hag knows it that if at all he gets in Sofyan Amrabat, he can play Lindelof and Varane in the central defense. Lisandro Martinez can be played as a left back, and then Sofian Amrabat can play into the single pivot for Manchester United. That is it. That is it. So I see no reason as to why he should go in for a player who is a free agent. Yet there are even other decent left backs that we can get for cheap. That is it. And I think Alvaro Fernandez does can do a better job than this guy. That is it. And Diego Dallo is also there. He can do the job. So I see no way United will go in for this player. I just wanted to obviously see to it that I throw it at you to really get to know that things are really going to get better. So if you Taribo Malacia is returning and you know he's not an European player, in weeks after, I think like a week after the international break, he'll be up and ready to take us to where we want to be. Now, lastly, let's talk about Ten Hag and Anthony Elanga. You know, Ten Hag and Anthony Elanga said he's a kid from Man United, and of course, he'll be really excited about his returning. He's a great player, offensive and very attractive as well. He can be very direct, so he's absolutely a threat. We have to be prepared for him. That is Erik Ten Hag for you. And Ten Hag just went ahead and obviously gave him the best he deserves, because before Garnacho got himself a chance to convince Ten Hag, Elanga had this chance at his exposure, and he never found himself exciting the manager, though he spent the entire season playing off the bench. But if you exactly know what it means to be at Man United, it's obviously a very huge chance, but he failed to utilize it, and Ten Hag just gave him what he deserves, and he moved to Nottingham Forest. And we bagged in close £20 million for the sale of Anthony Elanga, and his first appearance for Nottingham, he put in an assist as they were beaten by Arsenal by 2-1. So Anthony Elanga returns to that Old Trafford to play against us, and I believe he's going to start. He's going to start because they know that he knows this stadium very well, is not afraid, and is going to be running against Aaron Wan-Bissaka to see to it that obviously causes havoc to him by putting in those chop backs and runs towards him. So Ten Hag is hailing the player because he knows that he was talented, but his talent couldn't go past that of Sancho, Rashford, and Garnacho as far as the left attacking side of the midfield was really concerned. And his limitations were he could thrive in only one position. I think if he could play on the right, maybe Ten Hag would have said, let me keep him here for some time, but that couldn't really happen. So guys, tell me your thoughts about Todibo unsettled at Nice in the comment section below. What do you make about Ten Hag hailing Elanga? Maguire and McTominay up for sale again, and a way is being looked at by United to see them leave the club of Manchester United. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. I'm out. And my Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu Fikum, and the Christians, I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Peace out.